92 Pro FM, it's Barbi Jo, we're at PPAC, and today we're going inside Escape to Margaritaville with the legendary, and I am in awe here, Jimmy Buffett.
Well, thank you, Barbi Jo.
Welcome to Providence.
Nice to be back in this beautiful theater. I've been here a few times before, but never in the theater. It's exciting just to see this in here.
I've been here a few times. Usually I make an A-line to the bar. I want to know, Jimmy, where is your...
You'll be welcome at this show.
Where is your tiki bar?
You leave that to the fan. They figure it out, you know.
Would you do a margarita right now, or would you do a shot of tequila?
Well, at 5 o'clock somewhere, that's usually shot time.
All right, yeah. Sounds good. A lot of people don't know you have a Broadway show, Escape to Margaritaville, opening the national tour right here at PPAC.
Yeah.
It's almost like it opens in September. It's like summer is never ending in New England because of you.
Well, I'm glad that happens, but you know, New England's been very, very good to me over the years. We just finished our tour, out in Mansfield, so it was great. And then I went tuna fishing for a couple of days, and here I am again working for this. But I love the two words national tour.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. That's what, I didn't know what to call it. They went, it's a national tour. I went, yeah, that's good.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
You came up with that. Take all the credit. Take all the credit.
No, I didn't know what to call it. We're going on, you know, it's like, I'm going on tour. No, it's a national tour. Well, I go across the country all the time, but yes, this is a national tour. I got it.
It's a national tour. There, we said it again. And it's a story that's inspired by your music. Was it fun to reinvent all of your songs for a musical?
It was fun to watch what the writers did with it when they put the songs to use as narrative, because they weren't really written that way. And
right.
They were, if you think about it, when we first, this has been a long process, probably 5 years to get to Broadway, and then we're coming out on the road. But so there was a lot of different steps along the way, particularly in the writing, to get the right writers to do it. It was essential to me that writers knew the culture, that they didn't go out and have a quick lesson. So finding people that grew up in the Margarita, the coral reefer culture, was important. And
Did you take them all to an island? Did you take them on vacation?
Didn't have to. They were that was the point. They were living. One was from Washington, one was from Boston. So they knew. So that was important. So, but when they took the material, there was, you know, most of those songs never even appeared together on the same album. So when they put those together to be the narrative and run the line of the show, it was interesting the way they did it. And we did a lot of kind of writing for those characters, which I'd done it before in the first musical I worked on called Don't Stop the Carnival. And so I was used to the process. You got to write more on assignment than you do like stream of consciousness, because Margaritaville was written in 3 minutes. From a bar in Texas to the 7 Mile Bridge and Key West on the way home. I wrote it.
No way.
And I started it in Texas, ended it there. So it was just written. You know, it was written about the experience. So there was nothing. Now these songs had to be had to drive a show. So that was really interesting. It's fun. We actually did some changes to some songs for this national tour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because
any chance you have to throw that out there, you say it.
There's some production things that you have to do when you're going on the road. It's got to fit in 4 trucks. And there's some production elements that we had to go back in and look. And I have to think from my personal experience of doing it when we had to, like we had I'm not giving anything away, but we had this great trick. It was like a car on it was an old Volkswagen that was in part of the show, and it was like a trick on Broadway, but you can't put it in the truck. So now they're bicycles or bird machines, but I rewrote the song for it.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah.
It's not a show that's about the life of Jimmy Buffett, because we don't want to confuse all the parrot heads, but it's a love story.
Yeah.
Boy meets girl. Is there any truth to the story? Is there any truth to that romance? Is it art imitating life?
I'm sure it's happened. I know a lot of people it's happened to, but you know. But I grew up in that. I ran away to the tropics because I was brought up as a sailor, and I knew about it from my family's experience. So I was always plugged into it. It wasn't like I didn't live in Cincinnati and run away. So you know, part of it's fiction, part of it's fact, and you know that's if you're a decent writer, you can blend the two and then let people figure it out. Yeah.
And there's the classic hits that are featured, and there's some new songs that are featured as well.
Yes.
Now, I've been to a Jimmy Buffett concert, and boy, I'll tell you, typically you stumble out of a concert. I stumbled into a Jimmy Buffett concert.
Did you make it through the whole thing?
Not through the whole thing. I can't believe I'm admitting this to Jimmy Buffett. The tailgating situation is very intense.
You got to pace yourself.
Do people stumble into the Broadway show that way?
Yeah.
There's no pacing myself, by the way.
No, but it was interesting because we had to do some things because everybody comes. You'll get a subscription audience, of patrons, and I'm sure there's some to the theater.
Sure.
And then you'll get some people. There's hardcore parrot heads. It's fun to watch. Like when we went to the first thing we did when we were on Broadway is when you walk in, it was like I felt like I was going to the principal's office when they were going, do not run your camera, do not do this, do not do that.
We're not going to detention here.
Yeah. This is Margaritaville.
That's right.
And I got a lot of resistance for it, but I said, let's just try it. Let's just start it opening like this in the music and play. And we did a medley of songs that were obviously recognizable that got everybody in the mood. So those that were used to it, like the way we open our shows on the road, there's a musical, like an ensemble piece or a medley that starts, and then we start. So we used that same kind of little trick here, and we never had to go back to that.
Well, they better have a big enough bar during intermission here at PPAC.
Well, I know that, though we didn't run on Broadway as long as I'd have liked to, while we were there, we broke the house record for bar sales.
Wow.
And then broke it again twice.
Let's do that right here at PPAC. Escape to Margaritaville opens September 29th.
Have a good time. So
oh, no doubt.
I feel like we're very we're at a home port here that's pretty good.
Jimmy, I'm going to find my happiest hour when I come to Escape to Margaritaville.
I think you'll have fun here.
We went behind the curtain today with Jimmy Buffett, but next time we're going behind the bar. Jimmy, thank you so much.
All right, Barbi Jo, nice to see you. All right, thanks. Enjoy the show when it gets here.